Hi, welcome to this section on type unions. This is going to be really short. We're going to have two videos. The first one, we're going to look at how you actually create and use a type union. And in the second one, we're going to look at how you can reduce the amount of code duplication that you sometimes get in a program by utilizing type unions. So this first video, I'm going to introduce type unions to you. The things I'm going to talk about are how you actually define a type union, and then we're going to have an example of actually using a type union, or actually we're going to have two examples. So this is an example of combining multiple types to create a type union. So TU is a new type that we created, and it's a union of these types T1, T2, and T3. So any place you would expect a T1 or T2 or T3, you could use TU as a replacement. Now, if this seems a little bit abstract, here's an example of how we actually use this on the Julia REPL. So what we're doing here is we're creating a union of the two types, int and string, and creating a new type called int or string. In this first example, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it as a type assertion. So we're assigning a value to a, in this case an integer. As you can see, this works fine. We're not getting any problems because it's being treated as an integer. And here we're asserting that the string is an int or string, which of course is true, so we're not getting a problem here either. This is not going to work because a char, of course, is not a string or an int, and so we get a type assertion error. And Julia says it was expecting a union of int or string, but instead it got a char. And this is not limited to type assertions. We can also use it for type annotations when defining a function. So here I got a function f taking an argument x, which we want to be either a string or an integer, and then it's going to print that out to the console. That works fine if we're taking this integer 42 or the string hello. However, if we're providing a floating point number, we're going to get an error message. Now this is not a type assertion, so it's going to be a different error message. What it's telling us is that it cannot find a method for f taking floating point as an argument. So instead it's suggesting that we consider one of the candidates below. Of course, we only have one candidate, which is the one we defined. And we'll get the same kind of result if we're trying a char. Now it's looking for a function or a method of f that takes char as argument. So let's summarize what we've been doing. We combined multiple types to create a new type. And you saw that you can use the type union both for type assertions and type annotations for function arguments.